I read a quote the other day that said, "Our wounds and traumas are salt mines from which we gain precious essence without which the soul cannot live." Fuck, that's powerful. When you realize all the pain in your life arises out of neglect from what you were afraid of most.
I'm George Kalantzis, and welcome to Tough Transitions. In this podcast, I'll share stories from my own life and the stories of others so you can fully accept yourself and rewrite the way you see the world, to stop holding yourself back from your best self and your extreme power. This is your path. Your life is unfolding exactly the way it was intended. Learn how to connect your heart, listen to your voice, and free yourself from limitations and expectations so you can claim your true, unlimited potential.
Welcome back to another Friday Flow. Today's subject for my journal: the roads of grief and how grief invites depth and gravity in our lives. Friday morning, 5:07. I'm staring down at my journal with words I can't read. I just flow fast. I feel affection for my wounds turning into lessons. Where am I again? A lot of things shifting in the world. I've been feeling all of them. A few years ago, it's crazy to think about, I was recovering from a suicide attempt and a divorce, trying to figure out who George was. Then, pandemic took over the world. It shook all of our lives. I quit my job to write a book, and the book was published before I ever had a chance to enjoy the freshly minted pages off the press. Rushing through life. And now, here I am, watching my dad slowly wither away, and I couldn't help think about who I am again. I feel like a snake shedding its skin to grow. I'm more open to the world around me as life pushes me into a place of exposure in an inevitable part of life. I've been doing a lot of reading and writing, more for personal growth than anything else. Maybe a book will come out of it, maybe it won't. But there's a book that I've returned to that I haven't read in a while, The Way of the Superior Man by David Deida. And there's one section in here that rings close to my heart. He says that a man must love his father and yet be free of his father's expectations and criticisms to be a free man. To be a free man. The only way I believe I can be free of expectations is to walk through the roads before me with curiosity and affection. I know something wants me to dance with the death at gates of hell. I'm no stranger to darkness. If you've read my book, you've seen that. If you know me personally, you definitely know that. An underworld is where I explore the depths of my soul, and I've been here before. Just now it feels different. It doesn't feel like it's controlling me, because I'm choosing to be curious about what is in front of me, and I'm surrendering to something that I quite possibly can't understand or even see. Even if I don't know where I'm at in this moment or what is happening, I know something is shifting. So there was a quote when I was looking into research about the soul and reflecting on my vision fast that I saw. It said that our wounds and traumas are salt mines from which we gain a precious essence without which the soul cannot live. That's powerful. Wounds and traumas are salt mines in which the soul cannot live. And it makes me think, when you can get to this place in life, you can finally see that the pain that you feel, it comes out of the neglect from what you were afraid of facing the most. And when you can accept this, the way that you show up to the world takes a new shape and a new meaning. For most of my life, I've been afraid of something, always addicted to chaos rather than sitting in silence long enough to see who I am. My obsession with achievements and milestones caused my self-worth to deteriorate and fade away as I lost myself in a story that wasn't mine. Then one day, writing offered me a life raft, and I realized my words are a way to walk in harmony with things as they are. I started to accept that it's better not to know where I'm going rather than try to control life through an ego-driven ambition. So here I am, 38 years old, seeing my dad wither away. Quit my coaching career after a decade of helping others. I took a 10-day trip to Death Valley to fast for 4 days on top of a rock. These experiences made me see that we all cross many thresholds in life, each a further exploration of who we are underneath the surface. Though reasons unbeknown, I know that something is happening, and I'm developing capacity to see something greater waiting for me. There's no easy path around it. Can't go back, can't go forward. So much of life depends on how I perceive what is happening right now in my world. I know that the most important revelations are hiding in my shadows, and through trust I find growth as I choose to write a story, one aligned with who I am, not who I was. Saying goodbye to something we love is not easy, but resisting ultimately leads us to an impasse in life where we are everywhere but the one place we need to be, present. Listening this, whatever day you find this on, know that each of our stories will all become dusty books on the shelves of the past. We are all on a journey through dark woods with no clear path. An acceptance of our descent through the underworld gives us courage and strength to see that this path is necessary, even required, for the deep work of change to take place. Hey, thanks for tuning in to the Friday Flow. I'll leave you with this quote that I wrote in my journal. No matter what storms arise, you can be true to silence. And that is what you often need the most. To be silent, to be with yourself and your breath. All the being and doing evaporates as you sink into a wedge shape of truth.
Did you just like what you heard? Then make sure to check out my book, Nowhere to Go, Navigating Tough Transitions. It's available everywhere books are sold. You can also now get it from me for $1 digitally at theartoftoughTransitions.com, where you have an option to upgrade to a 5-day masterclass to really help you break free of the limitations and expectations of the world so you can tap into your true potential. Because what are you waiting for? Life is this magnificent dance that invites you to be more than you could ever imagine, but only if you give yourself permission to be open to the many tunes in front of you right now. Thanks for listening. Share it, review it, and I'll see you around soon.